Just about an hour ago, Claude launched this pretty cool feature that allows you to preview your website while you're developing it. Similar to Lovable, Bolt, Replit, what all of them are doing, but now inside of the Claude desktop interface. Now, I don't think that this will completely replace Lovable just because the audience is different. You have Lovable more for people that never want to code in their life. And here, it's more of an approach where developers can actually use agentic coding to get through with their daily tasks. Now, if you've been trying to use this and haven't seen the preview option up here, which by the way, let me start a new session. As soon as you start the session, you shouldn't see anything related to preview. I usually disable the work tree since, well, everything I'm doing here is already the final version that I want to be committed. Let's select the project here, and then I can type in something like open up the preview for me. As soon as I hit enter, it should have the context necessary to read this, exactly, launch.json file, which is the main file to guide that preview feature. Now, in your first run, it will identify how it should run the project, and based on what it finds, it'll create this file. The file is called launch.json, and it is placed inside of your .cloud folder. Once it starts, since I asked for the preview, it took a screenshot, understood that now we can actually see that preview, and up on the top right corner, you should see this preview button. If you don't, then it just probably means you have to update your Claude desktop. All right, now up here in this corner, we have some pretty cool features. First one being the switch to light and dark mode. This is pretty useful, but I think most websites might have this already in their navbar. Obviously, this is actually selecting the system default, but you got the idea. Now, the toggle device toolbar comes in pretty handy, especially when you're trying to optimize your website for a mobile. And I'm not entirely sure, please comment down below if you know the answer to this, but I believe that toggling mobile mode will then trigger the agent to always screenshot that mobile mode and help you work with it. The third feature here is the select element. Once it's toggled, wherever you click inside of your website actually selects that component. Lovable users might be familiar to this, and as soon as I click that, you'll see that it is now toggled down here. And I can work on that specific component. This is pretty awesome because previously we could just tell Claude Code, hey, I have this image inside of my home page, and it would have to figure out where is the home page, where is the component inside of that section of the home page, and then where is that specific image, and all this wastes a lot of context window. If you have an optimized way where you can just click on the component and just inform Claude Code of where the code for that exactly is, then it's just much faster and cheaper. So before we had to use the Claude for Chrome extension, which would allow Claude Code to see what's going on, but now everything is integrated and you could pretty much tell it to, let's get this table up here. So before I do that, let's have it navigate the website and see what's the best way for it to place the table. So my prompt is as simple as please figure out the best way to place the table in the home page. Actually see it in mobile especially. Place it below LM leaderboard for agentic coders and let's see if it's good. The worst prompt ever, but I think that with this prompt, it should be able to just scroll through the page, take actual screenshots. Yeah, as I'm talking, I think this kind of glitched. Okay, it took the first screenshot. Maybe it will understand it doesn't have the context for the table and might just scroll down until it finds it. So weirdly enough, okay, it's now asking me permission to move everything, but I'll just deny that and have it really click through the website instead of looking through the components. And by the way, it's better if it just looks through the components. I'm just trying to show off some of its features. So now my prompt is specifically telling it to navigate through the website, click around, scroll, take screenshots, actually find the table. And after it finds the table, instruct me design-wise what I should do. Okay, so now it scrolled down, took another screenshot. It should be able to click through the website as well. I just sent another prompt, so click through the table, actually use it to filter so you know how it's working. Okay, it went back to the table, took another screenshot, so now it knows where each element is. Now it should click to filter something, maybe it clicks to see more. Not sure what it's going to do. It already failed to click something. It seems like it tried to click on organization, failed, and now it just took another screenshot, went to the top of the page, clicked on the menu. Okay, now it's back to the table. This is really just similar to Claude for Chrome. Ah, now it typed in Claude inside of the input field. Now it's only showing the Claude models in there. So, okay, search works well. Yeah, this, like, imagine how many things you can use this for, how many research you can do with this. Even like navigating other websites, you can just have it test your entire website. QAs are cooked right now. Oh, look at that. It's scrolling horizontally through the table to find out if the benchmarks are, I mean, there, if there are other columns. And oh, look at that. It closed the mobile mode on its own, found a critical issue that at scroll position 800, there are only raw numbers. Yeah, I don't really know what it's talking about. But yeah, I don't want to keep wasting my tokens. I think you guys understood what's the idea behind using this new tool, because before we could implement things with backend, which all the information would be available in the terminal. And since that information is inside of the terminal, you can just have AI iterate, fix, test it again, fix it, deploy, then give it SSH permission to access your server. I mean, I guess you shouldn't really do that for most cases, but you got the idea. It could understand that back and forth, since everything is basically either code, it's text. It's a bunch of strings. Now, actually looking at the website, seeing everything here, and testing it like humans are going to use the website is a whole other thing. And now it is possible inside of Cloud Desktop, which is pretty amazing. There's still a lot of things that you might not be able to do. So Google Authentication is one of them. It is blocked since the preview only supports localhost URLs. But overall, this is pretty interesting. I believe Claude is definitely creating the best environment for agentic coding, and I'm really excited to see what comes next. Subscribe if you want to keep up with these news with me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then.